Have you ever looked at your lab results and felt your stomach drop when you saw that word? Creatinine. If you or someone you love has been told those numbers are climbing, you know the fear that creeps in. High creatinine is not just a random figure on a piece of paper. It's your body's alarm bell, warning that your kidneys, the silent filters keeping you alive every single second, may be under serious strain. Every year, millions of Americans discover their kidneys are failing only when it's almost too late, when dialysis or transplant is already knocking at the door. But here's the truth you need to hear right now. You are not powerless. I'm Dr. Johnny, and in this video, we're going to cut through the confusion and fear. I will show you 7 simple, delicious snacks foods you can find in any grocery store that are scientifically proven to ease the load on your kidneys and help bring those creatinine levels back under control. No gimmicks, no fad diets, just real strategies you can put on your plate today. And as we move through each snack, you'll not only learn what to eat, but why it works inside your body, so you can finally feel confident instead of scared every time you hear that word creatinine. So stay with me, because what I'm about to share could be the difference between kidneys that keep failing and kidneys that keep fighting for you. Snack number 1 may look almost too simple, a plain unsalted rice cake with a thin layer of natural almond butter. At first glance, you might wonder, how can something this basic possibly protect your kidneys? But let me take you inside the science, because this tiny swap can mean the difference between pushing your creatinine higher or giving your kidneys a breather. Think about sodium for a moment. Every time you reach for a salty cracker or flavored chips, your body holds on to extra water. That extra fluid raises blood volume and drives your blood pressure up. And high blood pressure, according to the National Kidney Foundation, is the second leading cause of kidney failure in America, right after diabetes. Those tiny blood vessels inside your kidneys, the ones filtering waste every minute, are incredibly delicate. Too much pressure scars them, narrows them, and eventually makes it harder for your kidneys to clear creatinine. Now compare that to an unsalted rice cake, 0 added sodium, 0 hidden preservatives, just a light, crunchy base that won't sabotage your blood pressure. But here's the real star of the show, almond butter. 1 spoonful brings in healthy monounsaturated fats that calm chronic inflammation. And inflammation isn't just background noise, it's the silent accelerator of kidney damage. Magnesium in almonds helps relax blood vessels, lowering the strain on those tiny filters. Even phosphorus, which normally piles up dangerously in kidney patients, is relatively low here, just under 30 milligrams per teaspoon, compared to more than 150 in 1 slice of processed cheese. That's a huge difference when your goal is to keep phosphorus under 600 milligrams a day. Add vitamin E and antioxidants, and suddenly this creamy spread turns into kidney armor, not just a topping. Now picture this, you've got your rice cake, you spread on that clean almond butter, no sugar, no palm oil, just almonds, then a dash of cinnamon for blood sugar balance, and a handful of fresh blueberries on top. You bite in and it's crunchy, creamy, sweet, and protective all at once. It feels like a treat, but it's quietly doing the heavy lifting your kidneys need. But just knowing that rice cakes and almond butter can help isn't enough, because the next snack shows you how even the most ordinary fruit on your counter can act like a natural detox brush for your kidneys, and ignoring it could be a mistake you don't want to make. If the rice cake and almond butter gave your kidneys a shield, the next snack works like a broom, sweeping away toxins before they even reach those fragile filters. I'm talking about crisp apple slices dusted with a warm touch of cinnamon. Simple, yes, but the impact is far from ordinary. Let me tell you why. Apples carry a special kind of soluble fiber called pectin. Think of pectin as nature's gentle cleanser. Instead of forcing your kidneys to do all the heavy lifting, pectin traps waste and cholesterol in your gut, escorting them out through digestion. That means your kidneys don't get stuck cleaning up the entire mess. A 2012 study in the Journal of Medicinal Food even showed that diets rich in apple pectin lowered blood toxins, and eased the strain on kidneys. And when you add cinnamon, the game changes again. This spice doesn't just add flavor. It helps regulate blood sugar and calm inflammation. Why does that matter? Because unstable blood sugar and chronic inflammation are like gasoline on the fire of kidney damage. Now imagine this snack in real life. You grab a Fuji or Gala apple, slice it thin, sprinkle cinnamon on top, and suddenly you have something sweet, crisp, and kidney protective. If you want a crunchier twist, pop those slices into an air fryer at 350 degrees for about 10 minutes, and you've got golden apple chips, no added sugar, no preservatives, just pure goodness that feels indulgent while protecting your kidneys at the same time. But here's the kicker: millions of people reach for sugary cookies or packaged sweets during their afternoon slump, not realizing that one innocent apple could have spared their kidneys hours of extra work. Which begs the question, have you ever swapped dessert for apples and felt the difference? Tell me in the comments, because I'd love to know. Still, just relying on apples isn't enough, because hydration itself plays a hidden role in keeping creatinine levels under control. And that's where the next snack, a crunchy, refreshing duo, steps in with a surprise most people overlook. Hydration doesn't always have to come from a glass of water. Sometimes it comes in the form of a crisp, refreshing bite, and that's why cucumber sticks with low-sodium hummus earn their spot on this list. At first glance, cucumbers look like nothing more than plain, watery veggies, but that 95% water content is exactly what makes them a quiet hero for kidney health. By helping you stay hydrated, cucumbers support your kidney's natural job of flushing out creatinine and toxins. When fluid intake is low, waste builds up, and your kidneys take the hit. With cucumbers, you get hydration plus crunch without sodium, without calories, without stress. Now let's talk about hummus. Most people reach for creamy dips loaded with salt, oils, and preservatives that secretly burden the kidneys. But hummus, when done right, flips the script. Made from chickpeas, tahini, garlic, lemon juice, and olive oil. It delivers plant-based protein that's easier for your kidneys to handle than animal protein. Plant proteins generate fewer waste byproducts, meaning your kidneys don't have to overwork. A study published in the Clinical Journal of the American Society of Nephrology found that diets higher in plant proteins were linked to slower kidney decline compared to animal-heavy diets. And when you choose a low-sodium hummus, or better yet, make it yourself, you cut out the hidden salt that silently drives up blood pressure, a major kidney enemy. Picture this: a plate of cool cucumber sticks, dipped into smooth, garlicky hummus you whipped up in 5 minutes. It's refreshing, filling, and quietly protective of your kidneys. And here's a fun twist: wrap the cucumber sticks in a paper towel before storing them in the fridge, and they'll stay perfectly crisp for days. No sogginess, just fresh crunch every time you reach for a snack. But here's the catch: too many people still grab processed chips or salty pretzels instead, missing out on this simple duo that hydrates and heals. Have you ever tried pairing cucumbers with hummus at home? If so, what's your secret twist? Share it in the comments, because I really do read them. Still, knowing the power of cucumbers and hummus is only part of the picture, because the next snack might surprise you even more. It's light, crunchy, and often thought of as junk food. Yet when prepared the right way, it turns into one of the smartest kidney-friendly snacks you can eat. Popcorn might sound like movie night junk food, but when you strip away the butter, oil, and salt, it transforms into one of the smartest kidney-friendly snacks you can enjoy. Air-popped popcorn is nothing more than whole grain, corn kernels exposed to hot air, and that simplicity is its secret weapon. Whole grains are packed with fiber, which keeps digestion running smoothly and helps prevent the kind of weight gain and overeating that silently stress the kidneys. In fact, research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that people who eat more whole grains have lower risks of high blood pressure. One of the top drivers of kidney damage? Think about it: while most store-bought popcorn bags are drenched in sodium and artificial flavorings, A fresh bowl of air-popped kernels gives you volume, crunch, and satisfaction without the hidden kidney enemies. Phosphorus levels much lower than in many processed snacks. Calories light and manageable, which means you can snack without guilt. And because it's so versatile, you can season it with garlic powder, smoked paprika, or even nutritional yeast for a cheesy flavor without loading up on sodium or saturated fats. It's snack freedom, but aligned with kidney protection. Picture this moment you're settling in for a movie, and instead of greasy chips, you reach for a giant bowl of warm, fluffy popcorn. Every crunch feels like indulgence, yet you know it's light on your kidneys. That mental shift enjoying comfort food that doesn't sabotage your health is exactly how small choices add up to long-term protection. And honestly, who doesn't love a snack that feels endless but doesn't pile on the hidden damage? But here's the reality check. Most people still grab pre-packaged microwave bags loaded with chemicals that undo all those benefits. Have you ever tried making air-popped popcorn at home with your own twist? If you have, tell me in the comments. Your idea might inspire someone else watching right now. Still, just knowing popcorn can be healthy isn't enough, because the next snack flips the script again. It's pure protein, stripped of the risky parts, and could be the very thing that keeps your creatinine in check when your body needs it most. When it comes to protein, balance is everything, and that's why boiled egg whites deserve a spotlight. They're pure, high-quality protein without the baggage that often comes with animal foods. Think about it, the yolk, while nutritious, is packed with phosphorus and saturated fats that can overwhelm weakened kidneys. But the white, it's clean fuel, easy to digest, light on waste byproducts, and perfect for people trying to keep creatinine under control. Here's the science where each large egg white has about 3.6 grams of protein, less than 20 calories, and almost no phosphorus compared to the yolk. For kidney patients, that difference is huge. Studies in the Journal of Renal Nutrition confirm that lowering phosphorus intake slows kidney decline and reduces complications like brittle bones and calcified blood vessels. By choosing whites over whole eggs, you get all the recovery power of protein without overloading your kidneys with phosphorus they can't filter. Now, picture this in daily life. You've just come back from a walk or light exercise, and instead of reaching for a processed protein bar filled with additives, you peel 2 boiled egg whites you prepped earlier in the week. Maybe you dice them with a squeeze of lemon and fresh parsley, or place them on top of cool cucumber slices for extra crunch. It's quick, refreshing, and keeps you full without making your kidneys work overtime. And here's the kicker: most people underestimate how convenient this really is. Boil a batch of eggs on Sunday, store the whites in the fridge, and you've got 5 days of grab-and-go kidney-safe snacks ready at any time. Have you tried egg whites this way? If you have, drop your go-to recipe in the comments. It might give someone else a fresh idea. But just knowing how to get clean protein isn't enough, because the next snack will flip your cravings upside down. Imagine enjoying something crispy, salty, and addictive, but without the potassium and phosphorus overload that regular chips bring. That's the game changer you won't want to miss. Cravings for something salty and crunchy can be the hardest to fight, especially at night. But instead of reaching for potato chips that drown your kidneys in sodium, potassium, and unhealthy fats, there's a smarter alternative: zucchini chips. They give you the crunch you want without the hidden dangers that make creatinine climb. Zucchini is naturally low in potassium and phosphorus, 2 minerals that become dangerous when your kidneys can't filter them efficiently. That makes it safer than starchy, heavy snacks like potatoes. And here's the bonus: zucchini is loaded with fiber, which helps your digestion stay smooth and keeps you feeling satisfied longer. Studies published in the Journal of Food Science and Technology highlight zucchini's antioxidant compounds, which fight inflammation and oxidative stress, 2 silent forces that accelerate kidney decline. Add a drizzle of olive oil before baking, and you're not just making chips, you're adding heart-healthy fats that further protect your kidneys and blood vessels. Now imagine this: you slice fresh zucchini thin, brush each round with olive oil, sprinkle garlic powder on top, and bake them low and slow until they crisp into golden perfection. The smell fills your kitchen, and when you take that first bite, it feels indulgent, like regular chips, but your kidneys don't pay the price. Store them in a jar, and you've got a ready-to-go snack that satisfies cravings without guilt. But here's the problem: most people don't even think about zucchini as a snack, let alone a chip replacement. They keep buying processed bags with hidden salt, preservatives, and phosphorus additives. Have you ever tried baking zucchini chips at home? If not, I challenge you to give it a go this week and share how it turned out in the comments. Still, even with all the crunch and flavor zucchini offers, it doesn't hold the final surprise. Because the last snack on this list is small, sweet, and deceptively powerful, packed with antioxidants that may be the ultimate shield protecting your kidneys from oxidative damage. And if you skip it, you could be missing the most important weapon of all. Sometimes the most powerful things come in the smallest packages. And when it comes to protecting your kidneys, few foods punch above their weight like blueberries. Whether fresh or frozen, these little gems are more than just a sweet snack. They're antioxidant powerhouses that directly fight the oxidative stress damaging your kidneys every single day. Here's why that matters. Oxidative stress is like rust forming on your body's cells, slowly corroding kidney tissue and accelerating creatinine buildup. Blueberries are rich in anthocyanins, the natural pigments that give them their deep blue color, which act like shields against that cellular rust. In fact, research in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that regular blueberry consumption reduced oxidative damage and inflammation markers, two of the biggest drivers of kidney decline. And unlike many fruits, blueberries are naturally low in potassium, making them a safe and satisfying choice even for people with reduced kidney function. Picture this in real life: you grab half a cup of fresh blueberries, or thaw a handful of frozen ones for convenience. You toss them on oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie, or simply enjoy them straight from the bowl. The burst of sweetness feels like a treat, but in reality, you're giving your kidneys a daily dose of protection. Want to get creative? Mash thawed blueberries with chia seeds and just a drop of honey. Let it sit for 30 minutes, and suddenly you've got a homemade blueberry chia jam, no added sugar, no preservatives, just a spread that feels indulgent while healing your body. But here's the real question: how often do you actually choose blueberries over other fruits that are higher in potassium or sugar? If you've tried using them in creative ways, share your tips in the comments. Your idea could help someone else make the switch. And here's the most important part: snacks like these may feel small, but together they can be the turning point between kidneys that keep struggling and kidneys that keep fighting for you. Because while blueberries end our list, the real secret lies in how you combine all 7 of these foods into your routine. And in just a moment, I'll show you why consistency, not perfection, is the ultimate key to keeping your creatinine under control. Remember, your kidneys don't need perfection. They need consistency. Even the smallest daily changes, choosing the right snack, drinking a little more water, or cutting back on sodium, can build up into a shield that protects you from future harm. So don't feel overwhelmed. You've already taken the first step by watching this video, and that alone means you care about your health and your future. If you found these tips helpful, save this video so you can come back to it anytime you need a reminder, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. That way, you'll always have access to the latest kidney health guidance, simple recipes, and practical advice to protect yourself and your loved ones. And here's the hope I want to leave you with: kidney disease does not have to define your story. With the right knowledge and small, steady choices, you can lower your creatinine, strengthen your body, and live with more energy and confidence. Your kidneys are fighting for you every single day now. It's your turn to fight for them.